Alright, hey guys, welcome to my first episode on Trove. Sorry that I didn't get to do this live commentary where it was commentating while in the game. I figured out later on 2 episodes into the series, so the first 2 episodes are going to be afterwards, but bear with me here. Anyway, so yeah, the audio on my microphone wasn't working, and I didn't find that out until after the second episode and checked on the videos. But anyway, we will be using the Tomb Raider class, as you will see right there in the top left. That's the one we will be using. So yes, this is my first time ever using the class. As you can see, this is going to be a series that me and you will be experiencing together. But right now, I'm going to be showing you guys the mechanics in the game, some different stuff that you will see, and I picked up that ring right there. I don't know who dropped it, but there was a couple of them, so I just picked up all 3. And yeah, so I'm going to be showing you guys just the basic hub, really. So yeah, those are 5-star legendary rings, and at the time, I thought those were really good, but I mean, they're just pretty okay. I found out, well, actually, we'll save that for the other episodes. But anyway, I'm just gonna preface this right now that I did bulk record these videos together, so a lot of what I'm going to be trying to say, I don't really want to say it because it'll be spoiling, but I'll just save that for later. Alright, so sorry I'm fiddling with my inventory stuff, but yeah, so here's my cool mount. I have the Raptor seasonal mount. I have the Mag Rider police thing. I'm gonna change my ally over here to the Raptor, because the Raptor looks pretty cool, I think. And yeah, so there's that. But yeah, I did get this game when it first came out, really. So I know a little bit about the game, just not a lot. And I'm gonna be saying this a lot because I know some of you guys that will be watching, you guys are really good at the game. You guys have been to like level 30, mastery level 50, and stuff like that. You guys already have dragons, maybe. I'm still sort of getting used to the game. I just haven't played it in a while, and that's my problem. But anyway, now I've showed you guys all my inventory stuff, and I showed you guys the classes that I have and all that. I'm gonna be trying to go into the first world, so let's go check this out. Alright, so now that I've gone into the world, the first thing that we're really gonna do, and actually this is for all worlds really, is we're gonna need to try to find dungeons. Now I actually saw this guy, King of the Dudes. I saw him like right when I clicked on the weird swords thing. And now I think we're gonna get our first look into what the Tomb Raider can do. So right now I'm using my mouse 2 weapon that summons little skeletons, and if I use my my mouse 1, it'll start draining the health on the character. Now, honestly, I feel myself like this game is really overpowered. I don't know if that's just because it's new, or maybe that's just something that you feel when this character comes out. Just like when I had the Dracolite, I thought that was really overpowered, not knowing that it's not really that overpowered. Some people have different preferences. Maybe you go for a tank class, or maybe you are just really crazy and going for damage, just like me. Honestly, for me, I'm kind of more of a damage guy, because at the end of the day, if you just have 3,000, 30,000 health, at the end of the day, you're going to take all the hits, no problem. But you're not going to get the fight finished quickly. And you want to get as effective as you can, because later on in the game, bosses are going to have more health. They're going to be really, really crazy. But if the only thing you can do is tank, you're not going to really get anything out of your character. But besides the point, I just got to level 2 with my Tomb Raiser. As you can see, I got 10 magic damage, 20 maximum health, 1 health regeneration, and 1 energy regeneration. I kind of like the idea that they put it in the chat box. It allows you to see your stats without having to go out of battle. Just in case if you're, in a very hostile place and you're gonna get attacked at any moment, it's just nice to go take a quick glance there and see it. Anyway, I just placed down my cornerstone or my house. So here's my house. It's kind of like a modern house. That's kind of my style, or that's basically what I build. It's my favorite thing. But yeah, so I have all this, and really I haven't finished it, and the only reason is because back then in the game, these materials were really hard to get, like the glass. It was just ridiculously hard to find the stuff, or at least it would just take way too long. So I didn't really bother with trying to do that. Anyway, yeah, you can see I have 103 physical damage, 113 magical damage, and 278 maximum health. Everything else, basically just level, upgrading stuff. Nothing special with those. Alright, so here's my inventory. I got 3 of those rings. Each one does a different thing. So you can see 278 physical damage on each one, but one has magical finds and one has jump. And the other one, I forgot what that has. I think it was like regeneration or something. Which, honestly, I feel like the jump one's going to be the one that I'm going to use. Just because having jump allows you to do a lot of crazy jumps. It gets you up onto different boss places a lot quicker, a lot easier. And as I was trying to show you guys my stuff, this guy started attacking me, so we're just gonna get rid of him real quick. Then his buddy comes on and decides that he's gonna try to kill me. Obviously he doesn't. And I do see that little thing over there, but then I caught a glimpse of this guy, and as I was saying, I do see this guy later on in the episode. Here he is, King of the Dudes. We saw him when he was at his base a second ago, and I think me and him actually go to battle this place, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, he's using the Dracolite class, and that was actually pretty cool, because one of his special powers is that he turns into a dragon, which I thought, at the time, since he was the latest thing back then, he was just amazing. He was the best class ever. I thought he was so cool. But yeah, I mean, he's pretty cool. He's not as good as any of the other classes. Alright, so as you see now, we did beat the boss. I got 2 new little things going on. Now, that staff was actually better than the beginner staff, as always, in games. That one was better, so I decided to put that on. You'll see that in a second. I did get to Tomb Raiser, level 3, so I got 10 magic damage, 20 maximum health, 1 health regeneration, and the same thing, 1 health regeneration. 1 energy regeneration. Sorry. So yes, I did level up. I'm level 3 now, which means I think I'm at the top level for this world. So I'm pretty close to getting out of this world into the second world. I think that's 4 and 5, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, here's the cool stuff that I got. Oh, yeah, at this point I was trying to drop my starter weapon and didn't know how to. Since this was my first time getting back on the game in a while, I did get that hat, so I put that on since it was better than not having a hat. And I'm starting to follow this guy, and I think we go for 1 more boss battle, or I think I go on my own. I don't know. It looks like I'm going on my own. So right now we're just getting some guys on the thing. I don't think we're going to be fighting any more bosses right now, or at least right in the first, 4 minutes. So I did get a loot here. I'm going to check this out. I got 1 Avian Avenger, which is pretty cool. Now, I see this guy once again, so I'm going to go over there. But first, I'm going to pick up this item. And I think it's another staff, which it is. I'm going to check that out. It doesn't seem to be any better than the one I have. But it's alright. I might as well pick up everything. Yeah, see? It's not as good as the one I have. And this face mask, this one I decided to use because it looks cooler, which I kind of like. and it kind of blends with my face, so I look like an eagle or like a angel kind of set of thing. I don't know. I thought it looked cool, so I decided to use it. So now I'm just gonna drop all that crap, pick that up. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop all the masks. I see that one's not as good. It has -3 magic damage, so at that point I was already lost on that weapon. But I do have a bronze chest, and as you can see, I got 15 shape stone out of that, which is pretty cool. Nothing special though, just it's there. Anyway, I'm checking out those rings again. I can't wait to use those though. Those are gonna be really good. Anyway, I do have, actually I don't know why it says I have 500. I don't think I have 500 coins. I think I have more than that. I don't know. If I do, it's cool. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be riding on my corgi. Actually, you know what, I'll explain how I got the corgi. So basically, as I told you, I've been playing this game for a while, and I just went on like a week, or just went on a full week of just trying to get a new a new mount, because all I had was the raptor, and I was kind of getting tired of that one. So I wanted something new, something fresh, and that also led me to getting this class. Not only was it cool looking, or was it really nice to like see something new in the game, but it was something that I can restart and make episodes with you guys, which I thought was really cool. You know, because you don't see a lot of games where it kind of interacts with the whole group, and I feel like this class is just going to allow me to do it, because I can sit back, I can talk with you guys, I can talk with the audience, and also give you guys some quality game stuff, you know. But anyway, I did find a new weapon here. I didn't like it as much. It didn't look as cool, and they had the same exact stats, so I kind of just threw the other one away since this one kind of looks cooler. So yeah. Now we're gonna go and attack these guys. I'm almost level 4, which is pretty cool. And yeah. So I think we're gonna go and try to find one more dungeon after this. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. And, you know, actually, I don't notice at this point. I noticed now afterwards, but I don't notice that I have my number 1 power. And I'll explain what that does now beforehand. So basically, the number 1 power, what it does is it makes me invisible, or so at least the other guys can't see me. Which is pretty cool, but the downside is that it drains my energy. So, I mean, I'm still allowed to attack, I just can't throw down skeletons. So, it's basically just, if I need to escape, press the 1, and I'll be able to get away. Anyway, I did level up, so now I'm level 4, I got 18 magic damage, 40 maximum health, 1 health regeneration, and 1 energy regeneration. So now that I'm level 4, I think I'm going to do this one little boss thing, and then I'm gonna head out into the second world. So now that we're getting this spider, we're gonna go get some more stuff. And I do see that little boss thing. I don't know if I do attack that. So right now I'm trying to see how much damage my little skeletons can do. Just to see if they can take it down stuff on their own. Just in case, you know, if I ever need to walk away from them. Obviously they can, which is nice. So let's take on this one other guy, and then we're gonna go up onto the boss, which is pretty cool. We're gonna get to see another one of those, and we're gonna get some loot, which is always nice. Alright, so as we walk up these stairs, I think there's one guy around this corner that pops out. I think it's this corner. Yes, it is. Alright, so we're gonna get this guy, and then I think we're almost up to the top of this little boss area, and we're gonna be attacking this. So, yeah, I decided to use my mount at this point, just because it was taking way too long. I decided to just bypass those guys for a second, but I knew that they were gonna catch up to me just because they're faster. So, I just threw down my skeletons, let them handle it, and I noticed that it dropped a weapon. So I'm gonna go check out this weapon. If my skeleton get out of the way. Can I pick it up? Alright, there we go. So I picked that up. Let's go check that out. It is better. 3 magical damage, 2 energy regeneration, just -2 attack speed. So I'm definitely going to wear that, and we're going to throw the other stuff away. Now, I do see that other one. I don't know if I picked that, or I don't know if I checked that out, but it's a 2-star uncommon, which was really nice. My other one was 1-star, so you can see that there's definitely a difference between how rare it is and how many stars each one has. But anyway, this should be fine. I don't know if I'm going to check out the other one or not, but I'm pretty sure I will. But yeah, so there's that. I don't know what happened in this situation. Alright, there we go. Sorry. It took way too long to do that. Alright, now that I've done that, I can see that my little skeleton decided that he was going to go and attack. So I'm going to have to defeat these guys right now anyway. Now, here I use... Hold up. Do I use it? I think I do. I think I noticed that I have one skill right here. Yeah, that's what the one skill looks like. See how it drained the yellow circle? That is my energy. So basically, I couldn't throw down a skeleton, which I didn't need to, but I can still attack. And there it is. The guy actually dropped a cool thing. That's what my one attack looks like again. Just to show you guys what it does. And there's that. So I picked up a king's hat, and it definitely is better. So look at me. I look super cool. Oh, yep. So yeah, it's definitely better. That one was actually a 0-star, the one that I had on before. So I definitely knew that that was going to be... I would have gotten rid of that right then and there. Alright, so let's go and check out this. I got 2 things off of this, and I got a Verdant Soul Staff. I also got a chest, which is kind of cool. Now, beforehand, I didn't know how this chest looks, or what this chest does, but I knew that it was going to be something cool. And as you can see, those 2 staffs right there, they're the same thing, but the one that I got, which was 2-star, was definitely better. So I didn't need that. I finally throw that thing out of my inventory, which I didn't need. I throw that. I basically just clear my inventory of all the crap. Alright, so now that I am out of that dungeon, I do believe that I get out of this world because I'm over leveled for it. So I'm definitely going to be killing things a lot easier, or with ease. But I do see this. It's a Manta Ray Adventures chest. Now, if I was paying more attention at the time, I would have known that I could have got something really good in it. Now, you might have gotten a hint from the name of the chest, obviously. And if you're that person, you'll just go back into the video, check it out, and you'll get the gist. But I did find out that I can just throw these things off of this tree and get them to attack things. So really, I don't have to do anything. I can throw these guys off of the mountain with no problem, and they'll just go attack things for me, which I think was pretty cool and just a little overpowered. But anyway, I do decide to jump off this tree, and here I am going back to the hub world. So now that I've done that, I think we're going to go into this other world, but first I'm going to show you guys what's on the right side of the hub. So obviously you'll see that there's the potion thing, which is the gold, and I think this is what the new Cannoneer class looks like. So basically, as you can see, there's a cannon on it, Cannoneer. You get the gist, you know. I've never used it. Didn't look at any episodes of anybody's plays or let's plays, and I just never used the class. So I need to do a little bit more research before I can tell you guys if that class is good, it's bad. But I definitely can tell you that this class, the Tomb Raiser, is definitely worth the qubits or whatever currency you're going to be using. Maybe you're using the rainbow chips. I forgot what the name of those are, but I'm just going to keep calling them that. If you do have those, I would say spend your money on classes, just because if you spend them on the wings, the game will get boring. But if you stay, because if that kind of defeats the purpose of earning dragons and stuff, and they're super overpriced, really. I mean, I think you have to get one of them. I think one wing is like, or one pair of wings is like $19 worth of just wasted money, really. And I feel like that's just way too much, and they really should bring that down. Honestly, I don't know if they're ever going to bring it down less than a class, just because of how cool it is. And I mean, they're still making money off of it, which is kind of dumb. But people do really want wings, and honestly, in these first couple episodes, I really do. But I was talking to some people later on, and honestly, it's just not worth it. It kind of just ruins the games. But here, I just got my first rare item. Check it out. It's a 3-star rare item. It's definitely going to be better than anything I had at that time. 64 maximum health and 10 something. I forgot. I couldn't see it because it went by too fast. Anyway, let's throw out our crap because I don't need that anymore. And as you can see, there is a dungeon right here. I just checked my map just to make sure. So we're going to be going into this dungeon. Let's just throw down our little skeletons right now. And let's get these guys, and then we'll get down into the dungeon. Alright, so now that that's been done, let's just go down in the dungeon. Now, I think, yeah, there's some guys that pop up. And sorry for the weird camera angle. They made this little, like, tavern area right here really tight. And I feel like it's kind of too tight because it just zooms up the camera and it kind of just screws with my stuff. But so now that my guys actually ran after that other guy and attacked him, I do want to say that with this class, those skeletons kind of get frustrating because sometimes they won't actually lock onto anything, which is kind of weird. And also there's another glitch where you won't be able to spawn a lot of skeletons in at a time. So say you're what, like, you're in a dungeon and you're about to get killed and you need to place these guys down. Sometimes, if you're very unlucky, it will not work. But now I got another rare in my first epic, which I thought was really cool. And this is the dragon, I think. This is my dragon staff. And I actually had one of this, or I think this is my actual staff, or my current staff, on my Dracolite class, which I thought was really cool. Nope, that's not it. That's my other one, which I thought was really cool. It's purple, so obviously I'm gonna like it. Anyway, I did get a new hat. It's only 1 star and it's a rare, so it's not as good as the one that I currently have on. But you know, it's alright. I'll throw that off, and I don't really need that face anymore, so I threw that. The staff, not useful. So I also got rid of that. Now, I was hoping that I wouldn't have to go into the spikes at that point because I really didn't want to have to go and run into the spikes since they do so much damage. Or at least they used to do a lot more damage. I don't know if they still do a crap ton. It was basically if you stepped on spikes, you were going to die because you'd only find spikes in a dungeon or anything like that. And they're usually near mobs where they can hit you into them. And I feel like they just used to be really overpowered. But thankfully, I'm pretty sure they did debuff them, which is really nice. And as you can see, I found another dungeon, so I think we're going to do this. And I'm just going to let those guys attack him, and I'm going to go after this weird guy. Now, if I was paying attention, I would have known that I'd seen one of these guys already. But during the recording, I thought my mic was working, so I was talking through this whole recording. And at that time, I was really surprised with those spikes because I thought that they were going to kill me. But thank God he didn't hit me with them because I probably would have been dead. Alright, so I do find a rare staff, but it's not as good as my epic one. So I throw that one away. And yeah. So this one's just a little bit different of a dungeon. I think this one goes into some water, if I'm not mistaken. So now that we've got this guy, yeah, see? So I checked this thing out, and I found just one guy sitting in this corner over here. So I go and get him. Now that he's gone, I did pick up a bleach bone, which is pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I'm checking to see if there's anything up there. There's not. Just some 2 guys. Alright, so here we go. Now we're into the weird base. And this is going to be fairly easy. And as you can see, there is a little bit of a bigger skeleton right there. That is my number 2 skill. So he'll do a lot more damage and will basically just be my tank. And it's pretty cool. And right now, I didn't know how to make that guy even bigger than he was. So I just didn't know. But look at that. He's pretty cool. But I'll tell you guys how he gets bigger and becomes stronger. Basically, the more little skeleton you have out, so say you spawned in like 4 little skeletons at that time, and then you press 2, that basically maximizes the size of your guy. So basically, 1 to 2, I think 3 brings you to the big one. I'm not sure, but I definitely know 4 does. No problem. Basically, the more little skeletons you have, the better or bigger the guy will be, and the more tanky he will. Or more hits he'll take. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't find that out until afterwards, so as you can see, he's a super small midget. But if I would have placed more of the small ones and then pressed it, it would have been a lot better. Here's another glitch. Basically, yeah, look at that. That's like 10 times bigger. And that was because I had like, 4 or 5 of those guys out. And that guy's huge. Look at his health bar. It's not even going down. He sits there for a good like 15, 20, 25 seconds, really. But as I was saying, if you're in a fight with someone and then there's no mobs nearby or close enough to where they aggro you or they aggro your skeletons, they sometimes, and this is especially with the little ones, they won't attack the person, which kind of leaves you stranded to be hit or killed by the other guys. So it's kind of annoying. Really, you just have to throw down more little guys to get everybody to attack it. And since the little guys are the ones that you can just keep throwing over and over again, I mean, obviously it has a cap for like another 10 seconds, but since those are the ones that you don't really care about and you can just summon with no problems, you'll just really, if after you're doing a fight and your guys don't go after a person, just throw them out and it'll be fine. But I think that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. It is greatly appreciated. And if you really enjoyed, subscribe for more episodes very soon. But anyway, take care. Love you long time and keep it grim. See you guys later. Bye-bye.